3 p.m. news coming to you with a kind compliment. I am your presenter, Nerissa Bostwick. The National Public Library Archives and Documentation Services has officially launched Library Week 2025, which takes place from today, March 24th to Friday, March 28th, under the theme, Libraries for Sustainable Communities. A release from the Agency for Public Information API states that the week-long celebration began today with a live storytime session where Grade 1 students of the Kingstown Government School engaged in an interactive storytelling experience led by Mistress Edmira Walker, Director of the Children's Ministries Department of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Mission of Seventh-day Adventists. This initiative aims to nurture a love for books and reading among young learners while demonstrating that learning can be both fun and engaging. By fostering early literacy and promoting storytelling, the National Public Library continues to highlight the vital role libraries play in building sustainable and informed communities. Library Week 2025 will feature a range of activities designed to showcase how libraries contribute to education, community development, and lifelong learning. World Pediatrics Pulmonology team has made its second visit to St. Vincent since March 2024. Pulmonologist and lead physician on the team, Dr. Michael Schitter, was accompanied by Deanna Taylor, a respiratory therapist, and pediatrician Dr. Angela Jennings from Barbados. Local support was provided by Dr. Joy Walters from the Milton Kate Memorial Hospital and a few staff nurses. The small but proficient team evaluated a total of 53 Vincentian children between Monday, March 17th and Wednesday, March 19th. Being a diagnostic team, no surgical procedures were conducted on this trip. The clinic was centered on identifying and treating children with severe lung and respiratory conditions, such as chronic asthma, pneumonia, and bronchitis. Not only did they assess the children, but they also shared valuable information with the parents and the guardians that they can exercise within their daily routines. When speaking with World Pediatrics Country Representative for St. Vincent, Sherry Ann John, she expressed her gratitude for the work the team puts in and looks forward to hosting this team again in the future. World Pediatrics, the team, volunteers, and the families express heartfelt appreciation to the Mustique Charitable Foundation for sponsoring this team and supporting its cause. On March 20th, police arrested and jointly charged Felix Lavier, a 47-year-old, and Garnet Thomas, a 32-year-old, both residents of Kingstown, with the offense of theft. According to investigations, the accused stole 32 sheets of 18-feet silver galvanized, valued at EC $6,592, the property of Nicole Lawrence, a 53-year-old customer service representative of Queens Drive. The offense was committed in Mackey's Hill between 6 p.m. on March 12th and 2:30 p.m. on March 17th. Lavier and Thomas appeared before the Mesopotamia Magistrate Court on March 21st to answer the charge. Thomas pleaded not guilty to the charge, while Lavier pleaded guilty to the charge. They were both granted bail in the sum of EC $2,000 with one surety. The matter was adjourned and transferred to the Kingstown Magistrate Court for March 25th. Lavier is expected to appear for sentencing. Meanwhile, police on March 20th arrested and charged Hezekiah Fraser, a 33-year-old farmer of Pauls Avenue, with the offense of handling stolen goods. According to investigations, the accused knew or believed that 24 sheets of 18-feet silver galvanized were stolen goods and dishonestly received them for his own benefit. The offense was committed in Pauls Avenue between 6 p.m. on March 12th and 10 p.m. on March 18th. Fraser appeared before the Mesopotamia Magistrate Court on March 21st and pleaded not guilty to the charge. He was granted bail in the sum of EC $2,000 with one surety. The matter was adjourned and transferred to the Kingstown Magistrate Court for today, March 24th. In regional news, U.S. President Donald Trump announced today steep tariffs on imports from countries buying oil and gas from Venezuela, a punitive measure that could hit China and India, among others, and sow fresh global trade uncertainty. The latest across the board 25% levies targeting buyers of Venezuelan oil will come into effect April 2nd, Donald Trump said on his Truth Social platform today. He has dubbed the date Liberation Day for the world's biggest economy, already promising reciprocal tariffs tailored to each trading partner in an effort to remedy practices that Washington deems unfair. According to AFP News, the White House said it might consider more targeted tariffs than expected. In his latest announcement involving Venezuela, the president cited numerous reasons for what he called a secondary tariff. The United States has issued a Level 4 travel advisory status for Haiti due to what it said is the limited access to healthcare in the French-speaking Caribbean Community CARICOM country. The U.S. Embassy in a statement said recent gang-related attacks have targeted hospitals and other healthcare facilities, and that healthcare and emergency medical services are not available in many parts of Haiti. There are significant challenges in obtaining adequate healthcare or medical evacuation due to the degradation of public health and the medical infrastructure. This increases the risk of diseases spreading, the embassy warned. It said the Level 4 Department of State's travel advisory for Haiti is intended also in discouraging American citizens from traveling to the country. The embassy told Americans wishing to visit Haiti still that they must make sure their health insurance provides coverage abroad, since the embassy does not pay medical bills. In news on the international scene, U.S. funding cuts will lead to an additional 2,000 new HIV infections each day and over 6 million further deaths over the next 4 years, the UN AIDS chief has warned. It would mark a stark reversal in the global fight against HIV, which has seen the number of deaths from the disease decrease from more than 2 million in 2004 to 600,000 in 2023, the most recent year for which figures are available. UN AIDS Executive Director Winnie Byanyima said the U.S. government's decision to pause foreign aid, which included funding for HIV programs, was already having devastating consequences. According to BBC, she called on the U.S. to reverse the cuts immediately, warning women and girls were being hit particularly hard. And finally in the news at this hour, Chad has condemned the senior Sudanese general's threat to target its airports, calling it a declaration of war. Its foreign ministry said it would respond according to international law if a square meter of Chadian territory is threatened. The warning follows comments from Lieutenant General Yasir Al-Atta, the deputy commander of Sudan's army, who said the UAE was using Chad's airports to deliver weapons to the Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The Sudanese army has repeatedly accused the UAE of supporting its rival, the RSF, throughout the brutal 2-year civil war, which has created the world's worst humanitarian crisis. And this has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Narissa Bostwi. Our next newscast will be presented at 5:30 p.m. Be sure to join us then.